Hi everyone, good morning, welcome to the Sunday shave, the weekend shave, and as always looking forward to it. So how are you doing, you good people? I hope you're okay. I hope you're sitting comfortably, or if you're shaving along, don't drop the old tablet in the water. No, I don't worry, having one of my mad moments. Right then, we're going to be using beautiful razor, gold today, and that is a Gillette Aristocrat, a 1940s razor, non-adjustable, twist the base, open, twist to open. I'm using the same blade. I'm sure a few people are interested, like I am, to see this Wilkinson sword Gillette blade. Or Gillette Wilkinson sword, whichever way you want to say it. This is its fourth use. So the blade's been cleaned. I clean the blade after every shave. It's better to clean it straight after the shave than leave it until your next shave, because it can be difficult then. And when it gets difficult, it gets dangerous. So anyway, what are we using? Well, we're going to use the Muhle shaving mug with the Muhle Aloe Vera shaving soap. I love this soap. The scent, Semogue 830. Oh, I love this scent. And I've gathered in this, I've bloomed it or soaked it in water as I showered, so it's been in hot water along with a brush to the top. Leave it in, go for a shower, come back, and I've took the water out and mixed it with new hot water and then pre-wet my face, if you like, so like a prep. But I've not got much lather in there. You can see it's quite airy on the sides, but I've gathered more on the brush. What I've done this time is I've twisted the brush on the puck and then twisted, so gathering more on the tips of the brushes. As you know, this is a Boar brush, and just see what's happened there now. Just by doing that, just twisting the brush on it, pump it, and then like you're beating an egg, and see what happens. But it wants more work. It needs, because if it's bubbly, it's going to be airy. But there's enough on that brush, right? See what I mean? Well, let's start off with the weather, shall we? That's what a lot of British people, when they meet people on the street, they say, "Hello, how are you?" Weather's awful, isn't it? Yes. Well, they don't all talk like that. Might be from Liverpool somewhere. All right there, mate. Right. Fantastic scent. Is it not? Beautiful scent. In one of my future, quite near future shaves, I'm going to be using a product with a scent. As far as I'm aware, you cannot buy the shaving soap or cream with this scent, but I'm going to use something. Anyway, wait and see. It's a bit of an experiment. Something I have done before. Right, that's good enough. Rinse the old hands. Yeah, the weather. Let's see how this does now. God, there's no stopping this blade. No tugging whatsoever. Yet. I'll get to it in a minute. The weather, yes, I know it. Well, it's been a fantastic week, sunshine, been quite warm. Today's forecast, I'm not sure, but yesterday was rather cloudy in North Wales, but quite warm, and it's forecast the weekend that it's going to thunder, lightning, and the area I live, Denbighshire, has had a weather warning about flooding because the rain we may have is going to be so torrential. It's the ground won't have enough time to absorb it, so it starts to what they call flash flood. So I hope nobody's affected by that if it does happen. But it's supposed to turn nice again next week, apparently, so we'll see. So that's the first pass. Have you had some good shaves? New products or brush or blades? And thank you to Jock Stewart up there in Scotland. I don't mean to insult any Scottish people by my accent, I can't. Scotland is a nice accent, Scottish accent. He's been into a shop we've got over here called John Lewis. And the John Lewis he went into, I don't know if it was a big store or just a normal sized store, but Taylor of Old Bond Street, shaving brushes, Kent brushes, fantastic to see. The shaving, they're stocking now, they're stocking shaving creams, brushes. It's a good start to see that in shops. Hopefully it'll take off and people will eventually find out what they're missing. You know, even if they shave with a multi-blade cartridge razor, if they try brushes and soaps to start off with, then maybe try one of these, you know, but in stages. Across the growth now. Oh, it's a comfortable blade. I would normally, to be fair, a blade, most blades on the fourth shave, and I've used it in different razors, don't forget. On the fourth shave, it can start to get a bit tuggy, but I'm only on the second pass. It can change quite quickly, but so far so good. Other blades do get a little bit tuggy sometimes after the fourth. I've also found, you know, if you use, let's say, a Wilkinson sword standard classic blade or whatever, you might get to your fourth shave tuggy. You can use the same blade from a different pack. You might get 5 shaves. So don't necessarily judge a blade, you know, by just using one of them and saying, oh no, that's 4 shaves out of that blade. It might be the average you'll get, but it might be something to do with a batch, you know, it can differ sometimes. You can have what they call a dud batch, you can have all sorts of things, it can be different. This is going across the growth for me down here to about there. Oh, I've got no idea, but we're quite delicate on the flowers today. Very nice, very, let's see, sort of forest, wildflower type of look. Blues, purples I love blue and purple. Purple I like, is a lovely colour. Yeah, it's a nice bit of colour. That's nice soap, you know. Let's give it a slickness test. There's a bit of slickness, but it's not as slick as some. It's not very slick, so I would add more soap really. And see, I experiment just doing. Don't be afraid, you know, if something's not right, don't be afraid, change it, try something different. You might want to stand on your head. If you get a good, stand on your head. If you get a good shave at the end, when you've finished, if you're not burning with irritation, if you're not cut, but you've got a clean, smooth shave, I don't care if you've stood on top of the roof of the house on one hand, you've done it right. There's no such thing as a wrong shave or the wrong way to shave. If you've ended up clean and smooth shaved and you've enjoyed it, that is the way. And simple as that. Keep it simple, that's all it is. Cutting hairs off our face and trying to enjoy the process. Right, stop talking rubbish and get on with it. Okie dokie, here we go. No pressure whatsoever. But that does not mean you won't cut yourself. Does it, Paul? No. You tend to cut yourself on mild razors, don't you? Yeah. What do you think of the razor? Well, anything vintage Gillette, you know it's going to be good. It's still around after the 1940s. It's still, look at it. Working, good, simple, but made to last. And that's something you don't hear today much, made to last. Unless it's a razor made by a one-man band, you know, a family business. Like above the tie, that sort of thing. Somebody's made that with care, thought, precision. In Britain, Edwin Jagger, family business, making razors today. Fantastic. All sorts of things. Right, I'm going to do up here first. This is a very comfortable shave. Fourth use of the blade. No tugging whatsoever, no irritation. Good audio feedback. People say, what's the aggression like? Many of the Gillettes, like this, non-adjustables, are pretty much, give or take, a hair, much the same in aggression. To me, it might feel, there's a hair there, it might feel different to you, but that's how they feel to me. They're roughly the same in aggression, but you might, some people shim the razor. Now I've been asked many times, oh, do you shim your razor? And I'll show you now what the shimming is if you don't know. Shimming a razor, that's a non-adjustable razor, so shimming it makes it slightly more aggressive. It makes the cutting blade slightly higher and more exposed, if that makes sense. Anyway, what they do is they cut the cutting edge, that edge there, they cut that off both sides with a scissors or something like that, or put it on a flat surface if you've got a proper cutter, like a proper blade, but normally it's with a sort of scissors type thing. And you cut the two edges off, and then you would place that with no edges in there. Then you would place your cutting blade on top. Yeah? So it's given the blade the thickness of a blade higher. It might not sound a lot, but it can make a difference, especially if you put two blades in. If you put too many, it won't shut, or it can have an effect. But let me just put some more here. That's lovely. Shim in the razor, but I don't do it. I've got nothing against it, but if I want an aggressive shave, I'll use an aggressive razor. I like to use razors for what they are. If you understand me. Like this, I'm shaving. This feels to me now what it would have felt like when it was new to the chap using it. Gillette Aristocrat, beautiful razor. Not aggressive, not to me, no. The blade, does it feel, I can feel the blade, but it doesn't feel sharp, it's not sort of biting. But, well, look at this. No tugging, no irritation, and cut straight through. Fantastic blade. There'll be more of them on order. Definitely. Right then. Not many pickups, you know. Feel that? Ah, did you be? Some people put their hands. Oh, you're as mad as me. Right. This is lovely soap. The scent is, aloe vera, lovely scent. Very calming. So, listen to that. Really, what I do for the neck area is really put you down and sort of push back. You look silly, but it's much easier to shave. Not very good to talk though. Right, wait a minute. Let me just try the slickness again. There's better slickness, but I wouldn't like to do too much without soap with this. It's okay, but I'm just going over the fine edges now. Right, Sunday dinner, Sunday lunch. When they were in season, I had pheasants given to me, which were off the estate by the keepers, and oh no, these were given to me by the estate office, that's right. Anyway, this place I know, and I had a brace of pheasants, and I froze them. So I've used one, and I'm using the other one tomorrow. Roast pheasants with a slice or two of smoky bacon on top, which gives it a slight bit of moisture, it doesn't dry it up too much. And having Jersey new potatoes, carrots, marrow fat peas, which are large peas. What else is there? Cauliflower, is there? Maybe cauliflower, roast potatoes, and no Yorkshire pudding tomorrow, and of course a lot of gravy. So Looking forward to that. Just a slight there. You had a dog then? I thought I had a dog. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do too much shaving with this without soap, because it's very juddery, and that means there's not very good slickness to it after, you know. Not that it should have. You can't run a soap down because there's got no slickness after you've shaved with it, really, because you're not supposed to. Silence. Not you, this. That's what you want to hear, silence. Right. Very happy with that. Just rinse off. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. See, not left out the red bowl. Right, Thayers. Witch Hazel Lavender. I thought this is nice as well. Nice Sunday. Oh, come on. You can't beat this. You can't beat it. That's lovely. Wow. What we're going to use as a cologne. Now, some people will love it, some people will hate it. Very clovey, very Benjamin's Bay Rum Mentholated. It's one of those I think you'll either like or you don't. If you don't like the clovey type, you'll hate it. Very dentisty, anaesthetic scent. When I first asked Mrs H to smell that, I said, what does that remind you of? You smell the dentist. No. Because clove is what they use in the anaesthetic, you see. Right, that's lovely. Bit of a tingle, just that sort of, oh, it's lovely. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, all right then. God, you always want to go straight to it. Okay, another one. Right. And has that gone off yet? Lovely. Not an expensive moisture cream. Shop in the UK, Wilkinson's, or Wilkos as they call it. Men's moisturising cream, soothing, that one, the orange. I think it comes in green as well, it depends how they've made it. Don't need a lot. Put it together and get it on. Oh, that's lovely. There's not much of a scent on this because I can smell the clove and I like that. I don't like the cream always to overpower the scent. So we'll go over what we've used. So we've used the Gillette Aristocrat 1940's razor, 46 to 48, because this came from Donald, as many of my old razors have. What a gentleman. He's like, kindness is beyond words. Gold colour, twist to open, non-adjustable, and Gillette Wilkinson sword, Gillette blade, and that was his fourth shave and still shows no signs of tugging, so it will go into a fifth, and I'll probably use this on Wednesday because I want to see, and I'm sure if any of you are interested, I don't usually on camera show a blade from start to finish, but I think it's interesting and it's important. But please remember, if I have 6 shaves out of this, say, you may not. So don't go by too much what other people get out of a product, if that makes sense, because we're all so different. Beard, you know, you might have a coarse, thick beard. You're not going to get 6 shaves out of it. It might go after 3. So little things make a difference, but you can take advice, you can have an idea maybe from videos, watching people's videos, and well, watching my videos I should say. Yeah, so 4th use, fantastic, very happy with that, no irritation whatsoever. So that's the result. Smooth, lovely. And then we use the Muhle Aloe Vera shaving soap, hard soap, bloomed it, soaked it, about 15 minutes probably in hot water along with a brush, drained it into the sink, and then picked it up with my hands and did that along with some fresh water, and then just started to create the lather then. So this was wet and this was wet, so I give it a bit of a shake and then started to create and gathered more. I did it, try that, see what you think. Put your brush onto the puck and twist, and then start to pump and mix. So twist, so you're gathering more. It'll work good on a, I'll just show you. It'll work good on one of these, for me anyway. This is a Omega Boar brush you've seen in many videos, and it's got quite a stiff knot. This is the knot. Got a good bit of backbone or stiffness, whatever you want to call it, and that, when you press, gathers more soap off the puck, off the, you know, it's good for hard soaps, in my personal opinion. So that would be a good one as well. Gather it up just on the tips, and then you'll see the difference. Fantastic. I'll put that back in a minute. And then after the shave, rinsed with water, added Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel. Lovely scent. People like the new bottle apparently. This is the new bottles. So I don't know if all the Thayers come in these. I don't know. I'll have to have a look actually. And then we use the bay rum mentholated Benjamin's clove, lovely stuff. And then to put the moisture back, inexpensive I should say, Wilkos men's moisturising cream. So a bit of a mixture of products, from the old to the new, and we get a good result, and that's all you want. If you're happy, if you've enjoyed yourself during the shave and you've got no issues after, you're doing it fine. You can only have a play about then, tweak things, try things, and you know, have fun. I'll leave you in peace now. Have a good Sunday, and well, enjoy whatever you're doing. Look after yourselves, have some good shaves, and thanks as always for all your support and kindness. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you Wednesday for the midweek shave. Take care.